And I kind of covered the Khan election and spent a few weeks in his office being a fly on the wall. And that's when I flew down to my mom in the late fall of 2018 after spending a few weeks in Prime Minister Imran Khan's office and said, Mama, main ja raha hu. I'm done. Third time.
I think Imran Khan drove anybody good in this country away from this country.
Well, I'm not gonna, it's a sweeping statement, but I had seen things where I was like, you know what, this maybe isn't as tabdeelied as one would think.
It is not tabdeelied at all. In fact, it's like the same thing in a different body, trying to be all this unbelievable that I am your savior when you're actually...
Listen, I love Imran Khan. I just don't like the way he was running his ship. And I didn't like the way...
I don't like him as a human being.
I don't
like him as a person. I don't like him as a politician. And I do not like the way he runs his ship.
Listen, so the way he was running his ship, that's you. But as far as I'm concerned, Khan is an interesting, charismatic, perhaps even a talented leader. But the way he was
a leader, but sure. Okay.
But I mean, people do vote for him. Millions of people voting for you qualifies you as a leader. But at the end of the day, to answer your question initially posed about the reality show that is Pakistani television.
Yeah, but I was going to come back to it now.
/ politics. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's listen.
To me, it does look like a reality show.
ZAB, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, was getting drunk and peeing in people's pools at parties in the 70s. Just that. We hear about them. Nobody could shoot it, right? But I mean, the drama has been happening for decades. The egomaniacal shit show, if I may call it that is Pakistani politics. Whether it's military-driven or elite-driven, whether it's from Karachi, in the mean streets of Karachi, or the Takht of Lahore, or the valley.
I love the mean streets of Karachi, or the Takht of Lahore.
Or the beautiful valley, which is completely out of touch in Islamabad with the reality that is the country.
That's the real beast.
Right. Whether it's sort of irrelevant, but the thing is that they've been doing this to us for decades. And the very fact that we're only now being able to debate it in this setting, where, for example, women can now actually put their hand up as well and say, yo, let's take a minute. Frankly, it's the same shit show which we've been seeing for decades, and I'm not surprised.
But I feel like that the way that politics is discussed in Pakistan now, you know what I mean? Like the way the Pakistani political shows are. It's almost like rather than having an actual discussion, it's like you're pitting two people who do not get along or do not have... Just argue, scream.
But I mean, the Pakistani television, and I'm very glad I left it and moved on back to legacy media in the US. I think Pakistani television is reflective of